Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE Crown Jewel is right around the corner, and the excitement among fans is at an all-time high. While a number of matches have been confirmed for the PLE, the likely main event is set to feature Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes battling out for the Crown Jewel Championship. Both Rollins and Rhodes share a long history with each other, and fans have been waiting for the action to unfold between both stars. Over the past few weeks, the Visionary has been obsessed with his match against Rhodes, and the latter has already managed to get a rent-free space in Rollins' head. One of the major points walking into the match is that the World Heavyweight Champion has never managed to defeat Cody Rhodes in singles matches. Rollins has been seen desperate to defeat Cody Rhodes this time around to become the new Crown Jewel Champion and take up his spot as the quarterback of the company. Paul Heyman, in a recent edition of WWE Raw, stated that if Rollins loses to Rhodes again, he would have to question his decision of choosing the Visionary over the OTC. Considering the build-up to the match and further Rhodes' status in the company, Rollins could end up losing the battle at the PLE. This could lead to Paul Heyman making Rollins pay by convincing Triple H of the fact that the Visionary had not defended his title since Clash in Paris. With a massive breach of the 30-day rule, the game could strip Rollins of his World Heavyweight Championship and make headlines all around the globe. While this seems highly unlikely, as it would completely ruin Rollins' momentum, a storyline like this could undoubtedly make headlines all around the globe. Time will now tell what WWE has in store for the Visionary next. Hours away from his massive match at Crown Jewel, the American Nightmare made an appearance on ESPN First Take and sent a bold message to the Visionary, stating that the latter didn't have what it takes to beat him. With their showdown having all the attention from fans, it would be interesting to see what happens when both men come face to face inside the squared circle at WWE Crown Jewel. Ishan writes for the WWE vertical at Sportskeeda. While he is a finance student, Ishan is an avid pro wrestling fan, which has led him to pursue a career in sports journalism. Before joining Sportskeeda, Ishan worked for various renowned websites, such as Give Me Sport and Fansided, and has nearly 3 years of experience. He relies only on credible sources like Cage Match when reporting on a topic. Isham cross-checks his work multiple times to ensure it is factually correct. Isham's favorite pro wrestler is Seth Rollins. He admires the Visionary's never-give-up attitude and work ethic. In fact, it was the Shield's memorable WWE debut in 2012 that got him hooked on sports entertainment in the first place. Ishan would love to interview Rollins someday. The night is electric at Crown Jewel. The packed arena vibrates with chants, spotlights sweep the ring, and the broadcast cameras pan over a sea of anticipation. The main event is set. Seth Rollins, the reigning World Heavyweight Champion, vs. Cody Rhodes, in what many expect to be the climactic showdown of months of build-up. But behind the scenes, another drama brews, one that threatens to overshadow the match itself. Over recent weeks, whispers have begun to swirl about Rollins' title reign. Sources allege that he has not defended the championship in over 30 days. Violating one of WWE's oldest, seldom-spoken rules. A title must be defended at least once every 30 days. While modern booking often bends or ignores that rule, the notion hasn't been officially abolished, and it remains a sword hanging over champions who get complacent. Paul Heyman, ever the opportunist, seizes on this. On a recent episode of Raw, he pointedly reminds Triple H, now in his creative/authority role, that Rollins' title has grown stale, that fans deserve to see it defended more often, and that the champion's neglect could be grounds for reinstating the old rule. This allegation catches fire backstage. Some wrestlers, commentators, and insiders quietly murmur that if Triple H enforces the 30-day defense requirement, he would have the power to strip Rollins of the title, either immediately or on the night of Crown Jewel, for this breach. Triple H, donned in a sleek suit and carrying the weight of the management face, arrives at Crown Jewel fully aware of the brewing tension. The opening segments of the show drip with suspense. Announcers speculate whether the champion might be stripped before the match even begins. Cody Rhodes steps into the ring earlier in the evening and cuts a promo about being denied his shot at the title, not just by Rollins' arrogance, but by a system that protects the complacent. At ringside, Rollins looks tense, his usual swagger subdued. The commentators drop hints. Will Triple H force his hand tonight? Could history be made before one bell even rings? The crowd oscillates between cheers and chants for both men. Just as the referee calls both men to the center and signals for the opening bell, Triple H's music hits. The crowd erupts. The lights dim. A spotlight bathes the ramp as the game appears, jacketed and stern. He marches to the ring and pauses at the apron. The ring announcer's mic is handed to him. The tension is deafening. Ladies and gentlemen, as WWE's Chief Content Officer and custodian of the integrity of these championships, I must make an announcement. It has come to my attention that the current World Heavyweight Champion has not defended his title in over 30 days, in violation of the long-standing rule of championship duty. That rule exists to ensure our champions remain accountable to this audience and to this sport. Therefore, before this match can begin, and before any further defense can even take place, I, Triple H, hereby strip Seth Rollins of the World Heavyweight Championship. The title is vacated, and tonight, at Crown Jewel, we will have a new champion crowned in this match between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. A gasp surges through the crowd. Some boos, some cheers. Rollins lunges toward Triple H, but security restrains him. The title belt is brought into the ring as a vacant championship. Cody stares wide-eyed. Rollins staggers backward, betrayed by the system he thought he owned. Elevates the match stakes. It's no longer a rematch or feud continuation, but a proper title match for a vacant championship. The emotional intensity increases. Protects Rollins' aura. Though stripped, Rollins can immediately try to reclaim the title in the same night. If he loses, he can argue he was never truly dethroned by beating Rhodes in a straight-up match. Positions Triple H as active authority. It signals that Triple H is not a passive figurehead, but a guardian of rule and order. It injects unpredictability into WWE creative. Gives Rhodes maximum momentum. If he wins, he becomes champion under dramatic, "You earn this" conditions. If he loses, he still looks strong for facing extraordinary adversity. This is the clean hind booking. After Triple H dramatic stripping, Cody and Rollins battle, and Cody picks up the win. He becomes champion in a fully sanctioned match. Rollins can vow revenge, and their rivalry deepens. Cody's title image is strengthened. He becomes the one who forced change in the system. In narrative symmetry, Rollins recovers from the shock and still beats Rhodes to retain. The angle becomes, "You can strip the belt from me, but you can't take away my reign." It salvages Rollins' momentum and gives him a heroic or anti-hero tone, depending on his alignment. Perhaps Rhodes and Rollins clash, interference occurs, and the match ends in disqualification, no contest, or even double pin. Then Triple H may declare that since the crown match failed to produce a definitive champion, a tournament will be held in the coming weeks to settle the championship properly. This buys more time for storylines to develop. Rollins and his allies, unholy alliances, managerial figures, would feel betrayed, gasping at the audacity of Triple H overreaching. Rhodes and his backers would applaud the move as overdue justice, handing him narrative bullets to talk about. I forced accountability. Other wrestlers might see a precedent set. No more complacency. It could spur internal tension, especially among long-reigning champions, who now feel under threat from management. Fans would be divided. Some will love the surprise and the stakes. Others may cry, "Booking overreach," or say Triple H is abusing power. It is, after all, a bold swerve. Momentum loss for Rollins. Stripping a champion goes against the grain of protecting a top star's run. If done poorly, Rollins could be weakened in perception. Over-legalizing wrestling. Too many rule enforcements by authority figures can slow momentum or make the show feel bureaucracy-ridden. Slammed by predictability. Once you strip a champion this way, fans may expect such swerves regularly, reducing their surprise value. Fan backlash. If the match ends poorly, fans may blame the swerve rather than the in-ring product. In the weeks after Crown Jewel, the fallout is consuming Raw and SmackDown. Rollins, furious and resentful, accuses Triple H of favoritism and tyranny. He demands a #1 contender match. Cody celebrates but knows that his legitimacy will be questioned. Did he truly win, or was he just the beneficiary of managerial interference? A rematch is inevitable. Perhaps a title reinstatement clause is built in. Maybe Triple H hints he'll never strip a champion again unless warranted, making the 30-day rule a living sword, not a dusty relic. The creative potential of such a swerve is rich. It places authority in the ring, forces accountability on champions, and gives both Rollins and Rhodes a deeper narrative well to draw from. More than just a dramatic stunt, it could recalibrate how fans see championships in WWE, not as handed trophies, but as positions earned night in, night out.